Hey there, it is Kulipup here again, and today's video is going to be all about a personal healing session. Now, this is a video that is not being done live with any commentary because it's just between you and I for today and for this moment. So, why have you come across this video? Well, there's a lot of people out there right now who need a doctor's checkup, but the doctors are poisoning us. and advising us to take a bunch of drugs that don't actually cure anything. So why do that when we know how to heal ourselves and get assistance with healing through our energy? Because is that not what is the force of life in the first place? Is that not what life is in the first place? Is simply energy and information and experience. But anywho, so during this session, if you do choose to accept, the first thing I want you to do right now in your heart and in your mind, I want you to say, Kulipup, I accept your healing session for today. Alright, so that's going to, as soon as you say these words out loud, my energy that is surrounding you at the moment is going to start to activate. So what you can expect with that activation of energy, you can expect some tingles. It varies for each individual depending on your own individual ability that you have. So for example, if you are clairvoyant, you may start to see a difference in your aura. It may shine a nice bright white with some purple and green in there as well. Primarily you'll see more green or more purples or whatnot, but or no, just white as well. No, more so white, if anything. But anywho's it's. So if you're clairvoyant, you may start to see a nice white aura. Or you possibly may see myself there in astral projected form. My healing team is also going to be with me, so do not be surprised if you see anywhere between 2 to 5 individuals in the same room with you. Because, hey, even I need help, right? Anywho's it's. So that's what you may see there. If you are empathic, you may start to feel some very, very nice warm feelings of serenity and peace just kind of come to you, feeling warm and fuzzy, that kind of thing. You may also, if you are clairsentient, you may start to have smells come about. If you are starting to smell springtime sweetness, like a very sweet scent, springtime flowers and fruits and just wonderful scents like that, you are smelling myself, and you may get a little taste of that, possibly cherries or berries and all these good stuff, or just sweetness, to be honest. Depends on how I'm feeling. Sometimes it's like sweet honey milk, and other times it's just sugar, basically. Sugar, good stuff. Sugar in nature. That is myself. Now, if you do smell specifically like a lovely peaches and creamish kind of scent, that is Master Luke Kalst, who is a master healer. He is a spirit, also known as Archangel Sariel. Although I don't really like using the Archangel kind of titles, to be honest with you, because he is Master Luke Kalst and so much more than just an Archangel. Anyway, but he is also going to be here, so he will be assisting my energy flow into you. So I'm going to be providing you with my energy, like really large bursts of energy. And once I go into your vessel, into your body, and we're finding out where the ailments are, Master Luke Kalst is just going to make sure that the energy is funneled to those areas so we can speed up and accelerate your healing for you while I move on to other areas of your body as well. So Master Luke Kalst is going to do that, and also, of course, give you overall assessments and everything like that too. We also are going to have Master Lupe, who is he's the healer of hearts, right? So if you are battling with a broken heart or some healing or scarring that you have within your emotional being, Master Lupe is going to help with that, also known as Archangel Uriel, just in case anybody wants to know. But anywho, I'm also Archangel Zedkiel. Hi, if you wanted to know our Archangel kind of bits and pieces. Anyway, so Master Lupe has a fantastically sweet spearmint or peppermint mentholy kind of smell to him, also with a taste. You may have a very mentholy kind of taste in the back of your throat when Master Lupe is around. Now, do not worry. You know, if you do experience any of these with your sentience, just acknowledge them and say hi, because we all like to get a hello. You know, acknowledgement really helps the process along, especially in terms of clear communication. Anywho, moving forward. So again, Master Lupe is going to, of course, help with the healing of your heart. So lovely heart therapy there and getting you through hard times. Then we have, of course, Orslon, who is fantastic. He is our assistant. He is going to be assisting Master Lupe and Master Lucaust with your healing. Primarily Master Lucaust with the energy manipulation and flow. However, if Master Lupe does require some assistance with your heart, Orslon is, of course, there to assist as well, and he is fabulous. Then we also have Master Amishtal. Master Amishtal is a gatekeeper of wisdom and knowledge, so if he's in your noggin there and finding that you need some healing or some advice and guidance to accelerate the informational process of your evolution or your ascension, your awakening, whatever the hell you want to call it, he is there to kind of steer you in the right direction and open you up to information. Now, Master Amishtal only helps those who need it at the time. So if you are on your path and you're just fine, he may not offer that assistance. However, if he sees that, yep, you need something right there, he's going to set you on the right path. And then lastly, we have Master Lupa. Now, Master Lupa is absolutely fantastic. He is there for, he's a really good guy for protection and guidance as well. So think of him as your motivator. Or let's say if you are on your path of enlightenment and you are following your truth, but you have a moment where you're faltering a little bit, you know, where you need a little bit of a kick up the butter, you know, you feel like falling, but Master Lupa is going to be there behind you going, all right, get up, keep going, you know, you got this, and just remind you that you are who you are, right? And to keep on pressing on, because it's just good stuff, because, you know, this stuff is hard, right? So there are so many, so that is the healing team that is with us, and of course there is myself, and I provide the floods of energy and the overall guidance, and then of course we have the rest of the team that will come in and pick up and, you know, complete the whole process as well. So this is fantastic. Anywho, so if you're sentient, you may start to see and smell that, oh yes, Amishtal, Orslon smells like sweet, well, a very rich chocolate cake, like lovely freshly baked chocolate fudge cake. It just fills your nostrils. It's absolutely fabulous. Master Amishtal smells like sweet herbal teas, like if you had a lovely herbal tea but added some nice sweet milk in it or cream. So you'll know Amishtal is around you when you see that, Master Amishtal. And of course, Master Lupa smells like a beautiful anointing oil, or olive oil, if you can say, a very nice oil, healthy heart. Olive oil or anointing oil is the only thing I can think of, because, you know, if you have ceremonial oils that are just very strong but very thick, that very strong aroma, but very nice at the same time, Master Lupe smells like that. So, you know, if you smell some beautiful anointing oils, it's because you need a little kick up the bum, and Master Lupa is going to be there for you. Okay. So, so now that you know the team, and again, if you, if you're sentient, you also may feel us. You may feel us touch you. You may feel waves of energy just go through you. Sometimes it's the chills, and you just may feel pressure in certain places of your body as we are working on you at the same time as well. That is if you are sentient, but again, your ability that you are most in tune with will be strongest with us, so bear that in mind. Alrighty, so one thing that we want you definitely to do, and pause this video at any time if you need more time to, of course, fulfill this request that I'm making of you. Number one, if you can remove as much jewelry or as crystals or stones or anything that you have on your person, that includes amulets, necklaces, bracelets, watches, rings, earrings, nose piercings, or piercings at all. Like, now, if you have a piercing, if you can remove it safely, please do so. If you can't remove it safely or without hurting yourself, then just leave it. We'll work around it. If you wear a lot of like bracelets, in terms of crystal bracelets, things like that, I know even if they're your favorite rose quartz, or you know, maybe like the tiger's eye or whatever cool, awesome crystal, quartz in general, we just want to get it removed, because we want your vibration, we want your energy to be as clear and as natural to yourself only, without interference from anything else. So no other vibrations. So please do remove all metals, all jewelries, and all crystal jewelry as well. So we just want you nice and clean. Do not worry if you are wearing like jeans or something and you've got like a metal button or something, or this top, for example. I wouldn't have to worry about that. It's just jewelry that is connected to your skin quite often. That's what we want to get rid of. What other disclaimer do I need to say? Yes, please do either sit in a comfortable position. If you are sitting for this healing session, I'm going to want you to literally be as nice and comfortable as you can. No crossing your arms, no crossing your legs. We want everything nice and flush and even, so again we can get energy through you and directed through to you smoothly. We don't have to work around like tightening of your arms or anything like that. If you are laying down, please lay down with your back nice and comfortable. We want you to not move. Whether you're sitting or laying, we just want you not to move, okay? Because I just want you to think, if you're having surgery, there's a reason why the doctors knock you out, all right? Because it's easier to work on you when you're not moving. So same thing with this. Just because it's through energy doesn't mean that we want you moving all over the place. All right, so please lay or sit down. Just make sure that you are not moving, preferably with your arms, with your hands turned up. So if you're sitting, have your hands turned up, and if you're laying down, just, of course, have them next to your sides with your palms face up. That will help us be a little bit more open. If you are laying down, primarily if you are laying down, if you are sitting up, it may be a little bit harder to feel it. If you require an upgrade to your cognizance, sentience, vision, your voyancy, your horiance, your kinesi, your, you know, any abilities that you have, if you are due for an upgrade, what you may start to feel is a ball of, it feels like a soccer ball kind of going into your mouth. Your mouth may just all of a sudden feel like it just wants to go, and you're going to want to open your mouth. Okay, please do just let your jaw fall open, or don't stop it. Let it go. Let it open, because what we're going to do is our energy is going to come in there, and we're going to give you a little bit of an upgrade to your third eye there. If you do feel this happening, what I want you to do is I want you to look up at the ceiling. Okay, look up wherever you are. It doesn't matter. If you don't have a ceiling, that's just fine too. Probably lucky. See the sky. So I want you to look straight up, and I want you to keep your eyes open and try not to blink, and whilst keeping your mouth open, so nice and and opening up there. And we want you to just keep nice and open. Try to stay there for at least 30 seconds if you can, without blinking. Now that is much harder done than said, to be honest, so don't worry if you do blink. Just make it quick, and just try to keep your eyes open as long as you possibly can, because when we are doing this kind of upgrade to your DNA and to your psyche, I want you to think of it like uploading a video onto YouTube, right? If your internet connection keeps going out, which is equivalent to you blinking, then it's going to take a long time to upload that video. So with your eyes looking open and straight up, that's like having a clear internet connection for us to come in there and give you the upgrades you require. Okay, so that is, I believe, what I have to say in regards to that. Also, I will just do, lastly, before I do get on to the actual healing practice, and I know I talk a lot, and it's because this is information that you need to know, so please don't disregard it. I want you to think of why you've come to this video, why you've come to me for healing in the first place, okay? Because it's wonderful to be healed, and my energy will heal you, right? As long as, and especially if you're following the aftercare instructions. you will be healed of whatever ailment that it is that you have today. And that's like guaranteed, as long as you're following the aftercare instructions. But I want you to think of what caused you to be here in the first place. Was it poor diet? Was it poor mental status? You know, have you gone through a lot of trauma and you just need healing for that? You know, is it physical wounds that you have? I just need you to kind of think, what brought me to this place in the first place? All right? Because when we do give our energy, when I give my energy, when all the beautiful team that I have with me, and if you're clairvoyant, you may see them behind me as well, we're giving you our energy, and we want you to be healed, and we want you to be well. But we also want you to make better decisions for your health, okay? Make better decisions so that we never have to see you again in this fashion. And maybe if we do see you, it's for a cup of tea, right? And having a laugh or a joke. But we don't want to see you again for healing, all right? Because we're not doctors, all right? We don't manage illness here. We don't want you to come back. We don't want anything from you but your own personal health. So if you are here with me now, I would really, really very much so appreciate if you would be conscious about how you are caring for your body and what you are putting in it, okay? So that you no longer require healing because your body is simply well, and that you can go out and experience life and enjoy the wonders of life and live in love without being in pain, okay? That's what we want. So please have a think about that. Also, depending on your current level of physical frequency or the rate at which your body vibrates at, your energy vibrates at, you may feel this very intensely, okay? If you are in the lower frequencies, well, if you are still in physical frequency 6 to 8, you may not feel this as strongly, okay? But just do know that things are happening, all right? The reason why you may not feel it as strongly is because your energy doesn't vibrate high enough to be able to feel what's going on. It's kind of like, you know how you don't hear a dog whistle because our hearing can't hear that pitch and the whistle's going really, really high. So it's kind of the same way. Now, if you are a little bit higher, if you're in like physical frequency level 4 to 5, you may feel this. There's two ways. It depends on how open you are. If you're very, very, very open, you may start to feel this very, very strongly, a very strong feeling, a pulsating feeling of just waves of love going through your heart. And the way I say love, it's kind of like the tingles that you get, you know, butterflies in your stomach except for in your heart or in your chest. If you are closed off, you may not feel anything at all because it all depends on your mind and if you are open to this healing, if you open your energy to the healing or if you close your energy off to the healing. And we only go by consent as well up in here, so I'm not going to force anything upon you that you don't consent to. If you are, however, between the levels 9 and above, you no doubt will start feeling things very strongly, especially if your body is not in good repair. Now, how do you feel things strongly? You may start to get really hot hands and feet, or you know, your hands and feet just will start sweating, and you're like, what the heck is going on? Don't worry, it's because, again, my energy is very high, and I'm pumping a lot of it into you in a very short space of time. So, of course, you're going to start to vibrate really high, which means your temperature is going to go up. So you may start feeling it in your hands, especially if you are a naturally Horiant individual, meaning energy compacting kind of an individual or accelerating an individual. My energy may trigger your own, and primarily if we're Horiant healers, our hands get very hot or kind of sweaty and a little bit like that. I know it's kind of gross. Anyway, you may also, again, start to feel waves of energy pulsate through you. So think of, you know, when your hands or legs, your arms or legs fall asleep and you have that kind of pins and needles prickly kind of thing. You can experience that too, all over your body. Now, if you had a physical injury that is requiring a lot of healing, internally, that area may start to hurt, okay? It may start to burn, it may start to just feel very hot in that area, and that is because either myself or Master Luke Halst, or Master Lupe, or Sloan, we'll be funneling a very large amount of energy to that area to pretty much either accelerate the healing, which means very, very quickly reproducing cells to build new tissue, to connect things and everything like that. So you may start to feel a little burning there or anything like that. If for any reason or at any point it feels like it is too much for you, I just simply want you to say, that's too much. Whether you say it in your mind or whether you say it out loud, doesn't matter. If you're saying that's too much or please stop, we will stop the energy going through, okay? So if you can manage, and just know that you are well, okay? And this is not something to be scared of, it is something that is benefiting you, then that's fantastic. However, please continue. However, again, if you feel like it's too much and you need to disconnect or you need us to stop, just say stop, please. And what we'll do is, but if you still want the healing, what we'll do is we'll simply continue when you sleep at night. When you're knocked out, we'll just come in there and we're like, okay, let's fix her arm, let's fix her knee, or let's fix the shoulder or something like that. So, but you can expect that. So yes, waves of energy going through you, pins and needles, hot, your temperature may go up, may go down, and just may fluctuate a little bit. And you may get a headache every now and then, and also ringing in your ears, okay? You may start to get like that little buzz go in your ears. Do not worry, this is perfectly normal and perfectly natural when we are doing this kind of energy healing. And especially the more open you are to it, the louder of a ring you will get in your ears as well, which means that you're just downloading more energy and downloading more information to continue on with the next day. Right, okay, so I think I have gone through my entire disclaimer, and let's carry on with some healing. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is I want you to get really, really comfortable, and I want you to, if you are listening to this on your phone or a device that is mobile, I want you to place it beside you, but not touching it, okay? So beside you, but not touching, or anywhere where you can hear my voice and listen to my instruction, but you don't have to look at the screen or look at me, okay? I just need you to hear my voice. All right? The next thing I want you to do is I want you to relax, okay? Get into a comfortable position or the position of your choice as long as you are not moving. And I'm going to give you just a second here to get into that position. And please pause this if you know that you're going to take a little bit of time, and that's just fine. Okay. All right. I hope you are in a comfortable position right now. And again, if that wasn't enough time, then just please pause the video, and that's absolutely fine. Okay, so now you're in a comfortable position. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to relax your body. So I want you to listen to my voice in this moment, okay? And I'm going to want you to breathe as well. Now, when I say breathe, you are going to take 5 deep breaths in through your nose, so, and then out through your mouth. Okay? So 5 of those deep kind of breaths. Alrighty. So, listening to my voice, body, you are relaxed. Nervous system, you are relaxed. Mind, you are calm. Heart, you are open. Limbs, you feel loose. Third eye, you are open. We're going to take a deep breath in, and I'm going to count to 5, and you are going to inhale through your nose during each count. Ready? And inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold it. And exhale for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And inhale again for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale for 5 through your mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to do that one more time. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now again, but we're going to do that a little bit sharper. So inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And last one, I'm going to go a bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhaling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. And please breathe normally now. All right? We're going to take a second just to steady our breath and be in calm. Okay. Excellent. So, close your eyes now in this moment, and I want you to just be calm and blank. Be open and nice. All right? Just listen to my voice and follow my guidance. I am there with you now. I'm in my light form, so I am a bright white light, and I'm going to be standing to your left. All right? Now, what I'm going to want you to imagine that I'm doing there with you is I'm going to touch your chest. I'm going to touch your heart in this moment. Okay? So I want you to imagine my hand, which is pure bright white light, and it is going to slide over and it is going to touch your chest as if my hand is just going to go in there and caress your heart very gently. All right. You should feel a nice wave of calm, possibly some tingles in your chest. If you don't feel anything, don't worry about it. It just means that we need to do some extra healing. Okay. So that is nice and that is calm. Excellent. Now, I want you to imagine that I've removed my hand and I'm standing in front of you. Well, floating in front of you, put it that way. If you are lying down, I'm above you. If you are sitting, I'm right in front of you. Okay? I'm going to shroud you within a very, very bright light. Okay? It's going to be a box, a prism, a pure white light. We are going to start from the top of your head, and we are going to work our way down, just as if I was throwing a box over you, starting from your head and sliding it all the way down to your feet. Okay? This box is going to be approximately 2 feet wide, or a foot on each side of you. Okay? About a foot above you and a foot below you as well. So it's nice and roomy in there. Okay? So we're going to start at the top of your head. Now, as the light travels down over your head, you may start to feel a little pressure on your forehead. Don't worry. What we are going to do, it will pass very soon. What we are going to do is my light energy is going to pass through, and it's going to start to remove any negative blockages that we see. Okay? So we're going to go down. Now, we are now enveloping your entire head. We are down, our light is down to your shoulders. We are going to hold here for just a moment. Okay? Because often it takes just a second to reconnect all of the wonderful connections in your brain and disconnect all of the negative connections in your brain. Do not worry, they are very, very easy to distinguish, as negative connections look like a sticky black string or bridge, I guess you could say. And positive connections look very healthy and bright within light and energy. Okay, so we're just going to remove all of those negative or toxic connections that we see there. Okay, so now that our light is over your head, we're going to proceed down, and the light is now passing through your shoulders, okay, with your arms at your sides and your palms face up. we are going to continue down. Now, we're going to be passing through your chest area right now. And what you may feel is a little bit of pressure or a little bit of pain over your heart if your heart is in need of healing or needs cleansing as well. Also, if you have any sort of physical ailments, such as, if your arteries are clogged, or you're having some respiratory or any sort of issues within your chest, you may start to feel a tightness or a heaviness within your chest. Okay, if you are all nice and clear, you may feel a lovely warm feeling. All right, so don't worry about it. Okay, so we're going to continue downwards, and we're just at the top of your ribs at the moment, and we're going to continue down with our light. All right, so again, if you feel any sort of discomfort or pains, do not worry. It will go away as we are healing you. All right, we are going to come down now. Our little light box here, or big light box, is now down towards your hips and your groin and your womb, or if you are not a woman, your sacrum, or sacral energy points and so forth, and your roots. Okay. Now, if you are a female and you start to feel cramping, such as period kind of pains or menstruation kind of menstruational cramping, do not worry. That is perfectly normal. If you have, if you've had children, for example, and there has been damage to your womb, or if you are having fertility issues or anything like that, you may start to feel that. Those cramping, the cramp kind of happening as healing is being done. Also, this is for men and women as well. If you have feelings that within your rectum, where your rectum is starting to, what's the best way to say this? Just having a little bit of pinching pains within your rectum. That could, of course, be if you've had any trauma done to your rectum in any way, shape, or form. In that sense, the healing is going to be done there. It is also where your root chakra is held, at the very, very base. So again, if you start feeling pressures, it is just because healing is going through. Okay, and don't worry about it, right? Well, during this session, you'll be okay. Alrighty, so our light is down there. We are going to carry on. We're going to go down your thighs. Okay, coming to the knees. You may start to feel some burning in your knees. There's a lot of us out there who do not have the appropriate posture and walk in a lot of uncomfortable shoes, and that does affect our knees as well. So you may start to feel some, I don't want to say burning, but some discomfort there, but don't worry, we're going to keep going. We're going to take our light now, and it's going to go down to your calves. Okay. And we're going to keep going, and we're going to finish off and get down to your toes, and we are covered. Excellent. So, what is happening right now is you are now completely enshrouded with my entire light. You are going to have different kinds of feelings here, there, and everywhere, as mentioned, depending on your ailment today. Now, if you're wondering, will this work because this is just a video that you're watching, yes, it will work. As long as you are following the instructions, you're listening to my voice right now, my energy is activated around you, and this is going to go through. So please keep that belief and keep your mind open as well, because we don't want you to close off from me at this point. Not when we're halfway through this. So I'm going to want you to stay seated and stay laying down for approximately 5 minutes, okay? I want you to be here for 5 minutes. Alright, so if you are not sure how long 5 minutes is, do not worry, I'm going to talk your ear off for the next little bit, and all I need you to do is simply stay nice and still for me in this moment. Because I have you trapped in silence and stillness while Master Luke Halston, Master Lupe, or Sloan, Master Amishtal, or Master Lupa are working on you at this moment, then I'm going to go through all the bits and pieces that you should be doing for aftercare instructions. Now, at any point, like, you know, when you do come up out of this healing session and you need to rewind this, then please do so, because it is imperatively important. Now, this is just going to be general advice for you. If you found that during this healing session there was a particular pain or a particular question that you have, please feel free to message me or post on my profile or send me an email. It doesn't matter. Just get in touch with me. It can take a while for me to get back to you, so please have patience, but I will get back to as many people as I possibly can, with relevancy, of course. So let's get on to what your aftercare instructions are. Now, first and foremost, aftercare is all about you. It is all about rest and recuperation. The average individual that does receive my healing session does need to stay in a restful state for approximately 3 to 4 days. So what do we mean by a restful state? Well, I just mean don't overexert yourself. You know, stay in bed if you can. You know, if you just want to have a lazy weekend in bed, do so, because your body is going to feel tired, okay? One of the reasons why your body's going to feel tired after this healing session is because, again, I'm pumping so much energy into you that your cells are not used to this amount of energy. So what it does is it causes you to feel tired and exhausted. You may also start to get some aches and pains, like, you know, gym pains and soreness. If you've been moving and working your body too much, you can also experience that, and that's going to make you want to rest and sleep. Now, the reason you're going to get aches and pains is because you are accelerating the heat. Well, I'm accelerating the healing process for you, so your body has a bunch of new cells and new structures, and of course, whenever we're going through any sort of healing, there is a degree of aches and pains afterwards. So just think, if you went through surgery and you now have a recovery period, well, of course you're going to feel aches and pains afterwards. That's why they load you up with so much drugs and narcotics and everything like that to manage it. So this is the same thing, except for it feels more like gym pains. You're just kind of sore all over the place. So again, the best thing to do is to rest and relax. Take a bath, take a nap, do what you can. And I know a lot of people are going to say, well, Kulipup, I've got to go to work. I've got to, you know, take care of the kids. I got to clean the house. I got to go to this event or do this and that. And by all means, you definitely still can do these things. However, do bear in mind that you're going to be tired when you're doing them. And it's not very good. The same way that if you've got the cold and flu, you could go into work, but it's not going to make anything better. All right? So same thing with this. So for 3 to 4 days, just bear that in mind, that you are going to be a little bit tired. Okay? And you need to rest as much as you can. Secondly, I need you to get more water. Okay? Try to drink at least 2 liters of water per day. If you feel that you need more, please do drink more. Because as we vibrate high, we burn off a lot more liquid. Okay, we burn off a lot more of the water that's within us, and we don't want you to get dehydrated. Okay, so please have at least 2 liters of water every day. All right. If you don't know what 2 liters of water looks like, think of 4 500 ml water bottles. That's all you need. You can have one in the morning. You can have one with your lunch, you can have one in the mid-afternoon, and have one before you go to bed, right? So as long as you're getting enough water in, preferably stay away from ozonated water like the Dasanis and so forth. You want to go for a nice natural spring water, hopefully without any fluoride in it or other added ozone. So try to get as clean water as you possibly can, because fluoride calcifies the pineal gland, and ozone is also very, very toxic to your body. So we just don't want to put those in. So water. Lastly, well, not lastly, but I want to talk to you about your eating as well. If you are not already a vegetarian or vegan or whatever, if you've not already cut the meat out, please stop eating it. All right? Oh my goodness. You know, I'm not even going to try to come at you from a perspective or point of nagging you because, you know, oh, save the environment, oh, you know, the animals or all this and that. I'm just going to come to you from a healing perspective, and that is simply that every time you eat meat, you are taking away 50% of your daily energy supply in order to simply process this flesh through your system. You are never meant to eat meat. Your bodies don't actually work with meat. It is the same way that, you know, your body doesn't work with you drinking bleach, right? Drink some bleach, drink a teaspoon of bleach. You know, it's not going to kill you, but it definitely doesn't help your body because it's a poison. It is the same with meat. Whether you want to believe me or not, I don't really give a crap. And I love you for it. Like, I love you. That's why I'm healing you. But if you disagree with me on this one, that's absolutely fine. I don't really care. However, if you want to be well, if you want to be healed, if you want to go through life and experience it to its fullest with your body up to the task of doing so, then you're going to have to stop eating meat, right? You're just going to have to stop doing it. So, no beef, chicken, pork, fish, insects, larvae, you know, if it had a mother or father, if it had a heartbeat, if it had a certain form of mobile legs, I don't know, like, you know, if it was alive, if it was an animal, please do not eat it. It's not meant to go in your body, and it causes a lot of disruption. Right? There are specific proteins, and specifically casein protein, that all animal life has in it, and that directly triggers our cancer cells within humans. We're not supposed to use it, or have it, or consume it. So please stop eating meat. If you cannot go cold turkey, and again, I'm not even telling you to be a vegan. I'm not saying you can't have, you know, yogurt and cheese and eggs and everything like that. I'm not even trying to say that. I'm just trying to say, please be vegetarian and do not eat meat. Eat anything else that you want. Just don't eat that to begin with, all right? And then your body, of course, as it heals, will speak to you, and you'll know what to put in it afterwards. What else do I want to tell you in this moment? Yes, please do seek things out that make you happy. Inner work is wonderful as well if you do not know what makes you happy. So why am I saying seek things out that make you happy? Well, because when you are in a state of negativity within your mind and in your heart, and when your body's not well, you tend to think in a negative state. Negative states, negative energy, negative thought processes literally decelerate the healing process, okay? It decelerates the amount of energy that you are able to process through your body at any given time. And also, it sucks. Why be negative all the time, right? Or why do things that don't make you happy? That's just silly and nonsensical. So please do things that make you happy, because they will literally amplify your energy, have things work much, much faster, and not only that, you start to manifest better things in your life when you are doing things that are making you happy. So if you are around people that you don't like, please just do not be around them. Just say, good day to you, sir, or good day to you, madam, I do not want to be around you. You know, or if you're just doing things you don't want to do, just stop it and just do what you want to do. Very, very important. As well, and I know some of you won't kind of get that, but I know there are definitely some who are like, no, I get it, and please do so. All right, please do something that's going to help you. Yoga, and lastly, yoga. If you can manage 10 to 15 minutes worth of gentle yoga every day for the next 3 to 4 days, that would be absolutely fantastic. Now, if you can continue on with yoga, that is absolutely brilliant, because it is just a wonderful decision for yourself. And I'm not saying you need to bend into a pretzel or anything like that. I'm just saying do some gentle yoga, 10 to 15 minutes of gentle yoga. You can do the same stretches you did when you were 5 years old in kindergarten if you like. You know, bend over, you know, do a starfish or anything like that. Whatever it is. There are plenty of YouTube videos as well. Sarah Beth Yoga is one channel I really, really recommend, because she's fantastic. But anywho, please do 10 to 15 minutes worth of gentle yoga at minimum. However, if you're just like, no, I want to do a power yoga, go for it. That's fine. Whatever it is, just 10 to 15 minutes of stretching your body to keep your energy open. Alrighty. So that is the basics of what we have for you at the moment. It has been 5 minutes, so you can get up now, which will be very, very good, I'm sure, to move around. If you've fallen asleep, that's even better, because the more healing time you got, that's fantastic. All right, I hope you found this video useful. If you do need further healing again in the future, feel free to pop right back on and listen to this again. You can just go straight to the part where you know that you have your jewelry off and you can just lay down. You don't have to listen to the rest. But please definitely save this video. Keep it when you need it, because although I am explaining a lot of stuff and talking a lot, it is the activation of the energy that is required. Right? So listen to the parts and get some healing done. And please do share this again if you know, or if you think that there's anybody else out there that requires this healing right now, and share your experience, share what you felt with them after you had this moment as well. So because yes, it is real. It's all real. It's all happening, and we need to just get over that part and carry on at this point. All right. That is it from me, Kulipup. Enjoy your healing, make better decisions, and just know I love you. All right. Bye, sweetheart.